What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bostonian Thoughts. We did record last week. We had a video, but
We
we
didn't like
both
it.
agreed that it was a shitty video, and we didn't put it out for you guys. We just couldn't put out that content.
Nope.
I think we got some better energy this week, although Paul's running on 4 hours of sleep.
Cheers.
I was sick last week, and same thing the following week. So sorry if it hasn't been that upbeat, but we're back for
Hell
another
yeah.
week. We got some things coming up on
A
this
lot of big
podcast.
things to
I
talk
think
about.
we're going to start off with, as we always do, of how disappointing the baseball offseason has been, and the Red
Yep.
Sox just continue to disappoint. Although we did bring up a couple weeks ago that we did get a first baseman, word now is that Tristan Casas is going to be on his fucking way out, brother. I saw it today. This is coming from Red Sox themselves. They ain't got no room for him. There ain't no possible way to get played DH because that is Yoshida's spot, and damn well ain't going to give up any time to any of those outfielders to let him play DH. So talk to us. Now let's talk about some upcoming free agents that are still out there. Big names, Kyle Tucker, Bo Bichette. We got Alex
He's
Bregman
still
still
out there.
fucking playing his games. We got the fucking
Framber Valdez.
Shiesty Valdez. There's a bunch of names still out there. We still got Suarez, who's a third baseman option for the Red
Bellinger's still
Sox.
not signed.
Bellinger, he's one of the bigger names out there. Talk to me, brother. What are you hearing out there besides the fact that Mr. Trevor Bauer is still not fucking signed by
Yeah.
any of these MLB fucking teams?
That's just unfortunately bad publicity. I think it's all that boils down to. The man's still showing out over in the other leagues that he's been in. He's still pitching well. I still would love to see him come back with just an entry level deal. Like I said, I don't think he needs the money. We've been over this.
He
As
doesn't.
far
He's
as it
got his
goes,
YouTube and everything right now. He's got the app. He's got his own glove sponsorship deal going on right now. He's doing big things out there.
oh, absolutely. He don't need the MLB anymore, and I believe he re-signed in Japan again, so he's going to go another round
He
in
did
Japan.
not. He did not. They did
Did not.
not renew his contract.
Maybe he's just taking a break. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see if anyone picks him up, if anyone scoops him up, if it's someone in Japan, or if he goes to the Mexican League, whichever league he decides to go to.
I mean, he's played in the Mexican League the year prior to last year when he went back to Japan, so that is an option out there for him. Maybe he'll go back to the Diablos.
Now, CBS Sports has done a good list so far, and they've done a couple that are showing what teams are the possible suitors. So I'm gonna give you just the top couple guys that we've been talking about. I'll tell you who the suitors are, and you just let me know if you think which of the teams should get him and who would benefit the most from him. For Kyle Tucker, they're still saying it's between the Dodgers, Phillies, and Yankees.
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna go to the Dodgers. I think they're too stacked. I don't think they need another thing. I mean, they're talking about Cody Bellinger going back there to where it all started, but they if you go to the Yankees though, it's just that sucks for us. That's just
Yeah,
another big bat that we got to go face every time we step foot in New York or when they come here. Kyle Tucker is gonna just kill Fenway, and he'll kill it out there in New York. Is he a lefty or is he a righty? He's a righty, right?
I believe he is a righty.
Yeah, he would just pelt the fucking monster every time he comes
Yep.
here. It's just they don't need another guy. They already have Aaron Judge. They still got Giancarlo Stanton. They got forget who their second baseman is out there, but they have a good list of guys out there. They got Chad Chisholm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they don't need another star-studded guy. When they lost out last year and didn't bring back the boy, the motherfucking dog that started off slow for the Mets and Soto, eh, they're just making trades for big name people. Man, the Red Sox ain't doing shit though, and
Well, that
I,
brings me
I,
to the next guy on the list. So you got Bregman himself. 3 suitors currently in the market. Red Sox, Tigers, possibly the Mets, but that one may be out of date. I think the Mets moved on.
Tigers are sitting back to see if the market has crashed
Don't
on him.
forget, the rumor is that the Sox have placed an aggressive offer on the table.
Which I hope they did though, because I'm sick and tired of hearing about Bregman. Like we traded away Devers. It's just I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. We've already gone down this rabbit hole the last time we talked about it. Where do I think Bregman goes? I do think that there's a chance that he does end up in either Chicago or Detroit. I know the D-backs have come in on him. There's a chance that he does go to Arizona because he's from there. So he could just want to go home and play close to home. And the leadership that he brings to a team, it can help any clubhouse.
Now, here's an interesting stat because they have these two back to back, and this is the other guy that we're going to be talking about is the Bo Bichette. Now, here are their numbers. This is from the same season. Now, keep in mind, both were injured a couple times. Both had some injury stints. Their stat line
Klobuchar
is
still hit over 300, and he had
yep.
18 home runs.
So he had 18 home runs, which tied with Bregman. He had 78 runs, and he knocked in 94 RBIs,
Yep, I saw
which
that
was
earlier.
30 more RBIs than Bregman. Batting average, everything across the board in terms of bat, the better bat.
I
Fielding,
I still think that there's a chance that he ends up back in Toronto, although I would love him to come here to play second base, and that's what
we're
he
not
said
even
that he would
listed
do.
as suitors anymore. So
That's a shame, but
it's
um,
Braves, Angels, and Jays. Now they just signed a third baseman, and they
Angel
already listed a roster setup of another shortstop. So I don't know if they're
that
even
could
talking to
just
him.
that could just be because he's not signed, which is
Could be.
fine, but I don't see him going to LA because the Angels don't got shit. I mean, Trout's not healthy. Um, fucking
I think it would be disgusting if the Braves got him.
who just fucking retired?
For which one? The Angels?
Yeah, he was their third baseman.
Was it Rendon or whatever it is?
Yeah, Rendon's retired now because of his injury prone.
Yep.
It's just one of those things where Bo Bichette goes out there. He
It'd be
could be
for the
he
money.
could be the guy though. He could be the guy out there.
I think it'd be the money, though. I think that's what if anything's gonna send him there, it's gonna be the money.
If
There's
he
no other
wants
reason
to
you go
go
there.
if he wants to go anywhere and he wants to win now, out of those suitors that they're rumored to have right now, it would be Atlanta.
That's what I think. You pair him with Ozzy Albies on second base. You got Ronald Acuna Jr. hopefully remaining healthy this season for them. Missing him at the beginning of the season really threw them in a funk. And then
He's
you
coming
got
back from that ACL.
oh yeah, and I'll tell you right now, the story about that one was quite the story. He injured himself playing in another league, which he refuses not to play in the offseason, no matter if he gets hurt or not. Which I think is kind of crazy, considering the fact that you signed to play for an MLB team, your fans, everyone wants to see you play, and
Everybody
then
wants to play in the World Baseball Classic.
oh yeah. So it's just I get it, but your superstars, I might consider playing safe and sorry, not sorry. The other name on this list, number 4, this list is sort of semi-outdated because Schwarber was signed, but number 4 was Framber Valdez. Now the Mets, Orioles, and Blue Jays are listed as the possible spots
Mets
for
need a
him.
pitcher. Mets need a star pitcher. That it
Indeed,
sucks
they
that they
do.
let Edwin Diaz, their closer, go, so I don't even know who their
Traded him.
closer is supposed to be.
You're gonna
No,
hear
he
that
signed.
music in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, he signed with them. He didn't get traded. He
Thought he
signed.
get
He up
traded.
and left.
Well, he saw the Dodgers were winning a World Series, and he said, "You know what? Let me go get
All I
some
know is
ring."
that the moves that Baltimore is making, they're making a run for the AL East,
Well,
and
Baltimore's average at age, I think, is one of the youngest aside from the Athletics. The Athletics are young, very young.
Athletics, man, are ever since they left Oakland, they wanna keep their core people, that's
That kid
different.
Nick Kurtz, look out for he's gonna be fucking lethal at first base, at the bat and at the base. It's friggin' nuts. I wish we had him.
Who's up next? Who we got?
After that, we'll skip over Schwarber, be Cody Bellinger. And again, obviously the suitors still being back with the Yankees. However, Phillies and Dodgers are on the table.
I don't see him going back to Philly because they re-signed Kyle Schwarber. I forget who else signed in Philly, but if I see him going anywhere, I do see him re-signing with the Yankees.
Yeah, see, I could tell this one's slightly out because I believe Dylan Cease signed with someone, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
is with Toronto.
Yep, and then Ranger Suarez, I don't think signed with anyone.
Ranger Suarez, if we do not sign Alex Bregman,
Orioles,
he
Mets, and
somebody comes
Giants
here.
are in on him.
Nah, they're not gonna. The Giants aren't gonna go after him
And
because
I
they
think
already have a third baseman.
Shota Amanga already signed again, so I think he's already out. But apparently, we were one of the suitors to get him, which he's hit or miss on the mound. So I mean, I wouldn't really be too crazy. I know JT Realmuto, I don't think re-signed yet, so I'm
I
waiting to
thought he
see what
went
happens
back
there.
to. I
I
thought
don't
he
think
went
I
back to.
saw that he signed anywhere yet.
I'm gonna double check on that.
You
JT
got Eugenio
Realmuto.
Suarez, who I don't think signed anywhere because I believe that Seattle hasn't made a move on him after acquiring him.
He did not re-sign with anybody yet. So that um
The only way that makes sense for the Sox is you're getting rid of Wong. It's the only way I could see that making sense because your other catcher stepped up. Even though I'm not as sold on Narvaez yet, he did all
Tobias
right.
is still young, so he could settle into his own, and you could re-sign
He's got
him
to
when his
clean up that
contract comes up.
catcher interference. That's what he's got to do. That's a big thing for
Dude,
him.
did 3 of those weren't even legitimately catchers
Well, I'm sure they
interfering.
weren't, but the
That one
problem
in the
is because
playoffs when
he's
we lost, bro, that was bullshit.
that's just him being young, and they're just gonna jam him if he's not perfect.
No, that's the catchers knowing that he's the batters knowing that he's done it once and they're gonna get him again.
It looks like Trent Grisham is out there as well, and he is not signed yet. I don't
I don't
believe
want Trent Grisham.
he's a center fielder. He wouldn't fit with our thing anyway. And then you got Edwin Diaz out there. Oh no, he's signed him. I don't know why
Yeah,
they
he
put
went to
him
the
up there.
Dodgers.
Michael King, I think, re-signed, if I remember
I
correctly.
believe he went back to San Diego.
And I think Zach Gallen is still out there because this is showing
Yes,
him.
he is still out there.
I would put a small time deal on the table for him.
Nope.
You'd be taking a shot though.
Nope. You want to know who I
I'd put a
want?
small.
I'll tell you who I want, and he's still out there. Is Giolito. Bring his ass back.
I'm not sold on Giolito.
I liked Giolito.
I want I have to be sold on them. Like I'm not even sold on Brian Bayo. And I'll put that out there. I'm not sold on him. It's either you get a really great game or you know you're gonna get absolutely pelted
So
when you show up.
if we go to a game this year, you're gonna try to tell me if he's on the mound, you're not gonna want to go?
I will not want to go.
Ah, come on, bro.
You can't tell me we're gonna not go see the Red Sox get pummeled 11-2. And
Hey,
then one night we'll go and he'll win
and
3-0.
Wilson Contreras will be taking a rest day, and we're gonna have Tristan Cassis as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I don't know if Tristan is playing, you can forget about it. I'll leave even if I paid for the tickets. I'm like, yeah, I'm
I
good.
see
Nick,
his name in the
here's the
lineup.
seats. Here's the seats. You take them. I'm gonna go home.
I don't think you guys understand
Mm,
how much Paul legitimately hates Tristan Casas.
Yep, 100%. Absolutely hate him. Oh wow, he's still out there. Justin Verlander, and and we're one of the suitors. It says
Yep.
as approaching Justin Verlander. I mean, he's still at a 3.85 ERA. I got sugarcoated. He's still got some heat. Merrill Kelly. I don't know if he went anywhere, but it looks like he's still out there.
Guys, we are live on Facebook right now. If you guys have anything for us to add into this baseball discussion right now while we're on the topic, feel free to let us know.
Another outfielder, Harrison Bader. Not bad on the bat, but unfortunately another outfielder, so we can't use that.
We don't need another outfielder. It's just the
And
shitty part.
I don't know, Ryan O'Hearn, I think he moved after being basically released by the Orioles when they made the decision to, get another first baseman.
No, I think he just signed with somebody.
Yeah, I think it's San Diego, which would be fantastic for them.
Yeah, I mean, because then they still got
So the ones who are right now suiting and attempting to get Lucas Giolito are the Braves, the Blue Jays, and the Diamondbacks. And if I know how he'll
of course
react,
it's
he'll
the
probably
Blue
go
Jays.
right to the Blue Jays and be like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go fucking play Boston."
He signed with Pittsburgh. Ryan O'Hearn signed with Pittsburgh.
Oh, that was a terrible decision. I feel bad for you, Ryan O'Hearn. I would have taken any other amount of money over going to Pittsburgh. Good luck in your dying career, because that's where you just put yourself. One of the worst franchises in terms of expenditures as well, on top of us. Except they actually have a reason. They are not a very rich franchise.
Listen, the GM out there in Pittsburgh, trash.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that now.
They're gonna burn up Paul Skeen's career. It's gonna be lit on fire. That
Paul
dude is
Paul
never.
Skeens, once he's eligible for free agency, he's gone.
I would fucking be gone from there.
New
That's like a
York,
dying.
New York Yankee, right there.
And long story short, and I'm just a little disappointed. There's been no real big signings. We haven't seen any movement. There's been like no reporting, no nothing of close to a
This
deal.
offseason has been so slow, and
It's
I
all the
feel like
big
a
names are
lot of
usually
people
off
came
the
off the
board.
board. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people came off the board last year and years prior. The only
Dude,
big sweepstakes last year
everyone didn't
was
get
Soto.
Soto, yeah, well, after everyone who didn't get Soto, everyone redirected and just fucking started pulling names out of hats, and they were still firing. It seems like this one's just so friggin' slow that it's like there's like 4 or
It's
5 big names right off the
because
bat.
what they're trying to do now is they're trying to reinvent the wheel. And what I
Mhm.
mean by that is that everybody that lets these guys go and get $800 million now don't want to do it, and now they want to reset the market and basically have you come down to them, and it sucks for players that are maybe worth some of the money that they get. But I will tell you right now, as much as I want Alex Bregman back, I do not think that the skills that he is not a 175, $200 million guy.
No, if I'm gonna pay that, I'm gonna go with the younger one. I'm gonna go with Bichette. No, I'm gonna get someone who's gonna give me more years than what he might give me. You'd give him a 5 to 7, but he might not even make it through all 5, 7 years with his injury history.
No.
So you might be paying him on the books and not even have him playing at some point.
If he had not hurt his quad last year and was able to produce more,
He would have looked better than Bichette on
he
the
would have
bat.
looked better than Bichette, and he would have been able to secure the bag. But I think that him getting hurt his stock, and he still thinks that his stock is higher than what it really is, and I'm sorry, it's not.
Absolutely.
Like
But
I thought he had one more year to opt out after this year, right? Like if I were him and I knew that I got injured, I would have waited another year. I'm getting fucking $40 million anyways. Like
very true.
fucking go sit another year and play for the Sox.
Very true. I think as it stands now, though, I think we'll shift our focus. I think we've beat this horse dead a million times. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any movement, so there's really nothing more to talk about other than the two Japanese
We
players
we
finally
do
signing.
have we do have the World Baseball Classic coming up. There
Yeah,
are big names that are going to be in the World Baseball Classic this year, even from United States side. Like we got Paul Skeens, we got Scooble. I don't think Crochet got the okay yet, but they were waiting to give Crochet the
I'm
okay.
against giving it to him. Sorry, I don't want to see any Red Sox injuries prior to the season because you threw out your arm at a World Baseball Classic. I'm against these. I think these World Baseball Classics are detrimental to the MLB. 110%.
I want to go because I got to see my people's my Puerto
I don't
Rican.
mind. I wouldn't mind going. However, I just think that you're putting big names at risk of injury, and I just think that's wild before the season even starts. You know what happens if Kershak gets Tommy John all of a sudden playing fucking World Baseball Classic? Now you have Sonny Gray leading the charge for the Red Sox rotation. Good
Yeah,
luck.
that's not gonna be a good look on us.
No, so I think, in all fairness, not to be a dick, I think every single Red Sox player should just opt out and not show up to that because the fans are already angry with how slow this is progressing. And the fact that Freslow is a pain in my ass, and every time he comes on the camera, I want to yell at him. But again, not 100% all on him, but at the same time, stop with this BS about Cautious. He's done. He's dead. It's over. Gone. See you later.
I
Kaput.
think I think that you need one more pitcher because Tanner Houck is out for b practically the whole year, um, and
I think it's time to move on from him. To be honest with you, that
I don't
dude's
think
been a fucking.
when he's not hurt, he's on. Like, I don't
That's the
think it's
thing. It's
bad, but
when he's not
I think
hurt.
that I think that they pushed him too much last year to pitch through the injury, and I think that they waited too long for him to go have surgery when he was supposed to be rehabbing. But my thing though is that you're not gonna bring Whitlock up out of the bullpen and let him start again. He pitches better out of the bullpen. He wants to stay in the bullpen. So I think that at that point, like you don't switch that up, and I don't think he needs to be brought up again to do that. So I think that like you still need to go get one solid pitcher, which I think it's not bad if you bring Giolito in. If you go get um Valdez and stuff like that, like you're committing to having like three real top pitchers, and I think that's just gonna be a little bit when they all start clashing because they all want to be number
Yeah.
one.
I think my final piece on this is going to be a domino effect. Whichever big name comes off the board next, everyone else is going to start landing deals. I think it's going to just go like that. I think if Bregman, let's say Bregman signs the Red Sox, you see Bochek go here, you're going to see Tucker go here, you're going to see everyone else. I think too many teams are tied up on the same people, and that's what we're dealing with. And they're all trying to fucking just gouge the market.
And two though is that it's January 5th, and you have 5 weeks or so until spring training starts. So like you really need to get on the ball so you can start getting these guys into your clubhouse and start getting the ball rolling with them. Because like if I'm not wrong, Alex Bregman showed up late to spring training last year, like a day or two late because he signed late.
Yep. So we'll see. But I think now we should shift our focus into that lovely clip you have for us of the most wild
Oh,
ending game of the season, probably in a hot minute.
got you.
We should
Got
see what
you.
happened in that Ravens Steelers game. And just moments ago, that was the Steelers kicker who missed the extra point. I tell you right now, we were getting ready to clear roll call.
Listen,
I
listen,
said, if he misses that field goal, watch, he's gonna miss it. And sure
l-
enough,
listen, brother. Listen. They did not win that game because they did not have Justin Tucker.
yep. And unfortunately, they probably won't be getting him back. And it
Oh, because
sucks
you
for
gotta
them.
go pull a fucking Deshaun Watson, bro.
Pretty much. That's a thing around here in the NFL. Apparently, it's a running thing.
Guys, please stop going to get your rub and tugs. Like, you
Yep.
guys got wives, just have
Go
them
somewhere
do it.
it's legal at that point, and go to
Babe, you want to give
Vegas.
me a rub and tug?
Like Jesus. But
That's what said sure.
with that said, I'm gonna show a little something here too. So we're
Paul's
gonna
got
pull this
videos
up.
now.
I'm gonna pull this up here. And we're gonna put this on here so we could take our time talking about this lovely masterpiece of a playoff bracket. Now, with that loss, the Steelers moved in to play a very dangerous Houston team as well. They're
They're
on a
not making
roll.
it through. They're not making it through.
I know, Nick, you're a Steelers fan, but I don't know if Aaron Rodgers can handle the defense from Houston right now. They're playing on another level heading into the playoffs. And because they don't have the bye, they're not going to slow down. So I think this is good for Houston because if they had to slow down, you know what? Like, we'll have to put our picks together. I'm taking Houston in that game. Taking Houston.
Houston's gonna go there and they're gonna destroy him. I get that they get DK back. Yes, yes, the Steelers are my second team, but I just don't think that they have enough in the tank with Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is done. I think he's gonna retire after this year.
Oh, 100%. I
Houston
think he is.
Houston is gonna beat them at least by 7.5 points.
Good prediction. Now, the biggest one, which this one was controversial because, our boy Edelman here in Foxwoods, or Foxborough, I should say, not
Foxwoods. I didn't know he lived in
Foxwoods. Nope.
Connecticut.
No, we don't. That's where my head's at because we're just out that way. So Edelman was on one of the news or one of the shows, and he was talking about his new Super Bowl pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars, to win the Super Bowl.
Dude, Jacksonville is playing some really good ball. Liam Cohen going in there doing exactly the same thing that Mike Rabel did with our New England Patriots here.
And look at where Buffalo has to go. They have to go to Duval to get it done.
I'm sorry, and all you guys here in New England, you guys are gonna be mad. If Buffalo does not come out of that game and we somehow come out of the Chargers game and have to play Jacksonville, we are not moving on. I will guarantee you that right
Strong
now.
pick. So you're
Jacksonville
going
will beat the
AFC
fuck
is
out
going
of
to
us.
be Jacksonville at the front here at the semifinal.
I will put them in the AFC Championship game, yes.
Excellent. My thing is, I'm a little concerned that the Patriots are going to be able to pull it off against the Chargers because the Chargers are a weird team and they haven't played each other. It's going to be like the first time seeing each other play. Then you're going to have to make your adjustments at the half and really
Here's the
turn
thing.
on.
Here's the thing. The Patriots did exactly what they were supposed to do with a schedule that was weak. 13-4 or 14-3 with a weak schedule. You did what you were supposed to do and what was expected of you. You're going to play a Chargers team where you're playing somebody who has the same set of skills as you do. And I just don't think that we have enough to do it based off of the fact that our defense is playing very shitty lately. And if they cannot show up and show out, we will not be moving on.
Now,
I will tell you that right now that Justin Herbert will have our number.
as I say, now you have to also take into fact the Justin Herbert curse. He has not made it out of the play. He's almost like Dak. He does not show up in the playoffs. So that's the other thing you got to take into fact. He does have that following him around. They are coming to Gillette. which is another
I don't
good
I
thing.
don't I don't give a fuck, bro.
Cold
This
weather
is
on an
this
LA
is
team.
this is Justin Herbert's time, and if the Patriots defense does not show up, he's gonna run all over us. If they play fucking zone, Justin Herbert picks apart people when they play zone. If we play zone, that's it. We're done. That's it. We're fucking done. We saw what zone did against Miami, and Miami had at least at some point had at least 4, 5, 6 catches of people being wide open, a wide open touchdown. Well, his safety was supposed to fucking move over, and Gonzo reacts at the last time. That's not Gonzo's guy.
So I think we're gonna have the Cats eating up whoever comes out of that if the Cats beat Buffalo. I think the Cats are gonna chew on whoever comes out of that game.
I'm
We'll
telling you
see.
right now, that's it. I don't give a fuck right now. I'm telling you right now, Jacksonville is gonna beat the fuck out of Buffalo if our defense does not show up. That is my hot take so far on this playoffs.
My hot
Running
take
up.
is it's gonna be the Jags versus Texans. I think the Texans are gonna knock out Denver.
You're fucking crazy,
I
bro.
think that the defenses are gonna collide, but I think Stroud's playing better than Bo Nix.
Ah,
I just don't trust Bo
I'm
Nix. He's not
I'm
playing well.
sorry. I have to disagree with you. I think
He's just
Bo
not
Nix
playing well.
is the better quarterback right now.
Now, we might have to look up their stats because I don't know. Bo Nix ain't looking too hot. He's getting maybe 20 points, 21 points a game, maybe. Sometimes not.
He's got a bye week, and maybe the bye week helps him with the rest.
Or it
I
could
don't
do the
know.
opposite.
I don't know. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. So we don't got to worry about that for another week or so.
We'll turn our attention over to the other side, the lovely NFC, where we'll start with my team, the Rams.
Your Rams are winning.
Playing a
We don't even
team.
got to talk about them.
Listen. I'm still nervous for them. They lost to this team. We have to play this like we have lost to them. So we have
It's
to
the
play it as
playoffs.
such.
Playoffs is
So
different. Step it up a notch. And
and then we
Stafford's
have
going to
to
step it up a
play.
notch.
Then we have to play the Squeakhawks. The Squeakhawks. Fuck them.
That's what I would tell you that you might want to think about it. But like you guys say,
You mean you want the
he
refs to
sees
stop
ghosts.
missing calls?
Listen, he sees ghosts against the Rams. So
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean, we're
don't know.
1-1. I
I
think we
don't
beat
know.
them and they beat us. So
You had his number last year in the playoffs, even though he was with Minnesota. So
I think everyone overrates Sam Darnold. A lot of people jumped on him, and I just think it's overrated until he makes
Sam
it through the
Darnold's a good
playoffs.
quarterback. He just was not good with fucking the Jets. But I think everybody that goes to the Jets is just not good.
But it's. I mean, the thing is like you went to Minnesota, you got absolutely obliterated by the Rams. You had one of the best, arguably everyone says the best wide receiver in the sport, aside from Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, and you couldn't get the job done.
He saw a ghost, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like until he wins the playoffs, I think everyone needs to dial it back just a tiny bit on this whole Darnold's amazing. Same thing, with Danny Dimes. He's on the Colts now. They did great. He got them all the way through, and then they just slid downhill.
And you can see my face. All right, bro. Go back to full screen. We already know we got Eagles, San Fran, got
I
Green
want the
Bay,
game. The
Chicago.
game I want is Rams Eagles in the championship. I want my rematch, and I want the Rams to absolutely obliterate the Eaglets. And then I'll see Rams Jags at the Super Bowl.
All right, bro. We already know. We could talk the other two. We can go back to full screen and debate this now. So, Green Bay,
And the
Chicago.
Bears.
We got San Francisco and Philly.
The Eaglets.
Philly, I think, is going to etch them out. I'm sorry. I know you hate Philly, but I think that Philly moves on.
If they don't get any tush pushes off, they won't win.
They're going to get every
calling
fucking
now.
tush push, bro.
If I don't see a flag on a single tush push when they jump off on false start all the time, we're gonna run this league into the ground. I'm gonna run it into the ground. I'm so tired of the Eagles tush push. I still say that they are not as good as everyone gives them credit for because of that play. Just my honest opinion on them.
How could you say they're not good with the receivers they got?
Because if you look at the season, halfway through the season, they couldn't even find A.J. Brown until halfway through.
It's the playoffs, bro.
Just telling you. I don't trust in Jalen Hurts. I don't think he's a good quarterback.
So
he's mid.
Do
We've
you
been
think
over
Green
this.
Bay? Do you think Green Bay etches them out?
What? You think Green Bay's beating the Bears in the playoffs?
No. Because
I'm riding the hot hand with Caleb, even though I'm not a huge fan of the fact that they listen. I'm not a fan of the Bears because I think they gave Justin Fields a shit kick, and I think he was just finding his footing. And then he went to the Jets, and I was like, "Oh, he sucks." I'm like, "Everyone sucks with the Jets. This kid's been getting worse than every other quarterback, even than Sam fucking Darnold. He has had no good coaching, no good fucking team in front of him. I don't think he's bad. I think if he had played the same team, I think they would have been fine.
Okay. But if Micah Parsons was not injured, does this make a difference for this game?
I don't think so. I think it's because Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson's good at creating these plays where he knows that he can
They
use his
got
legs, he can do
Trayvon
his
Diggs now.
scramble. I knew they were picking him up. I had a feeling they were going to do that to replace Micah in some fashion, but still not Micah Parsons. It's all right. It's
You
just not
don't you
Micah
don't need you don't
Parsons.
even replace Micah because he's a cornerback.
Yep. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think Diggs makes a huge change for them. There's a reason he didn't hang around or didn't get to stay. Although I think they should have released their quarterback first. Fuck you, Dak. Another quarterback I can't stand in this league. I
What
will
you
stand on
got
that hill.
against Dak now?
Same thing I got against every quarterback that can't get that one win in the playoffs. You get all the way up, you have a good season, and you go to the playoffs and you go,
It's the Jerry Jones curse.
you got, again, also, I had CeeDee Lamb in fantasy, so let's put that out there. And that was an abysmal fantasy season for CeeDee Lamb. That was awful. His
You
beginning was
got
good,
Pickens this
middle was
year.
hurt, and everything else. Yeah. And then Dak changed the target to Pickens all the time. So it's kind of like, fuck you, you know? You know what I'm saying? Fuck Dak. All right. I know they don't care about fantasy, but fuck them. Fuck them. I know Jaylen Brown says the same thing. He was in an interview saying it. I don't give a shit about your bets or your fantasy. Don't bet on me and don't play me. Sir, you're an evil person. But I think it's going to be Bears Philly.
Bears Philly.
I would take a Niners upset because I just hate Philly that much. But I also want the revenge ourselves. But in order to do that, we got to get through Panthers
Revenge
and
of
the
the Sith.
Hawks. And then my final absolute prediction is probably going to be Jags Rams. The only other
Jags
prediction I had
Rams
in the
Super Bowl.
beginning, yep, the only other prediction I had in the very beginning was Rams Patriots rematch, and this time the Rams come out on top.
So my point though is that you agree that Philly gets past San Francisco.
Unfortunately, yeah. I just don't think that they're after the last game where they were looking pretty struggly against that game, their last game of the season, and they didn't look too hot. They were getting mugged out there. They were getting the wallets taken from them.
Mollywopped, bro.
Yeah, so it wasn't a good look on them. I know that I think they walked away with that win to get that home field advantage, or that they were supposed to. No, they lost. So that's right. They didn't get the home field advantage, which is what they wanted.
All right, so hot take then. Another hot take for this NFL bullshit. You got who and who for the NFC Championship game?
I've got my Rams versus the Bears.
And then you have Denver versus
The
Jacksonville or
Jags.
Houston or versus Jacksonville.
I got Houston and the Jags. I think it's going to be a battle of defense. Get it. In my honest opinion, the AFC is going to be a straight defensive fist fight to get out of there. It's going to be all defense. If you don't have the good defense, you're not winning the game. The
I'm
Patriots had
gonna
a good
say
defense. The Chargers have a good defense. Jags have had a crazy good defense all of a sudden. Like they've been swallowing quarterbacks up and spitting them out. It's been very bad for other teams. Houston's is going up.
I will say either Jacksonville, Denver, or New England, Denver. I don't think Buffalo moves on. There's no way. I as much as I would love to see Allen move on because he don't got no Lamar, he doesn't have no Patrick Mahomes. You know, he's got a washed up fucking Aaron Rodgers for the playoffs and shit in here. He technically should be the best quarterback from the AFC right now. But it all depends what
It's Drake
Jacksonville
May
could
right
do.
now.
Drake May's not winning. Hot take. I'll give you a hot take right now.
He's not
Drake
winning the
May
MVP.
Drake May is not, I repeat, not winning the MVP. It's going to be Matthew Stafford.
Matty stats.
I want to say this because of strength of schedule. I want to say that you're a second year guy, you're expected to step up. But when you have Matty Stafford, who's been around for years and who's been cooking motherfuckers up, he deserves an MVP before he
I think he's
fucking
at
retires.
38. He's doing this at like 38, I think.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's ever won an MVP.
Also, you know what the funny part of all that is too, we were talking about, second year quarterback expecting to take a step forward. Dear God, look at the disaster that befell Jaden Daniels this season. That man was broken, battered,
You
beat
go
up.
get Laramie Tunsil from Houston, okay, to protect your blind side, one of the best left tackles in the fucking game. And your ass has been nothing but beaten and battered. You look like fucking Joe Burrow out there with your O-line not fucking protecting you. Poor guy, man.
Maybe he made someone mad. Maybe he did something stupid. I don't know. Maybe Tunsil's like, you know what? Fuck this kid.
Nah,
But
it's definitely the curse of the high draft picks going to Washington and stuff like that. Because Kirk Cousins never had that problem when he was in Washington.
interesting. Interesting. So I'm thinking the AFC is gonna be a battle of defense. That's what I'm gonna call it. Battle of defense. Because if the
Not
Patriots
if
play
you're
the
the
Broncos,
Patriots.
Patriots play the Broncos, it'll be a defensive fight. If you look at the Broncos games, a lot of them were defensively won, or at least kept very low for Bo
Oh
Nix
yeah,
to stay in it. That's
Patrick
why that's why
Patrick
I don't think
Surtain is your guy who keeps you in the fucking game.
that's why I think Stroud is playing better than Bo Nix. I'm sorry. And also Stroud has had troubles with an O-line compared to Bo Nix. And Houston's defense didn't really start kicking it into gear until more of a midway point when they started fucking locking it in, getting ready, getting what they needed to do, seeing where they were making their mistakes. Because after, like, I think it was the mid half of the season, the defense just ramped up, which is great. But I think if you go by straight quarterback play, I think Stroud was better. I'm sorry. And Stroud was doing it with a lot more injuries than Bo Nix. Nico Collins has been in and out of the field. He's been playing with Jaden Higgins. Tank Dell's been out for the past 2 seasons, and he was fantastic. And when he got Stephon Diggs, he was out for a season. This four guys had a rotation of wide receivers worse than that of the Patriots almost.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, well, Stephon Diggs got hurt, Tank Dell got hurt, him himself was hurt at one point this year. I think that the offensive coordinator there, they need to find their identity because they're just doing too many different things on offense. Once they find their identity,
I
better
would like
watch
to
out.
see my prediction for offseason. I'd love to see the Texans acquire Brees Hall services. That running back room for them is looking. I know they have Mixon still, but he's been out, and I don't think Woody Marks is their guy, and I don't think Chubb was a solution either. They haven't been playing very well in the ground game. Woody Marks has been hit or miss. I think they
Well,
need to up
Nick
that
Chubb
RB
wasn't
room.
supposed to be a number one. It was supposed to be
No,
Joe
I know
Mixon.
that, but I'm saying like I just think that he wasn't. Honestly, he wasn't worth the signing in Houston. He
Well,
should have
listen,
gone
bro.
somewhere
Joe
else.
Joe Mixon, if Joe Mixon was back and he was healthy, it would be a different story when it comes to the running
When
game.
did he get injured? Why is he? Is he
He was
still?
he, he was injured during the offseason and then he just never came back.
That's
Well,
crazy.
actually, I think that goes back to him getting hurt from last season at the end of the season, and he
That's
just
nuts.
never regained it. Look, man, I think he'd be a full go next year, but they definitely could have used his services this year, and he definitely would have helped out a lot. And the thing that is good about Joe Mixon though is that he can catch out of the backfield though. So a lot of
Yeah.
your checkdowns would go to him and but Woody Marks and Nick Chubb, especially Nick Chubb after the injury that he came back from last year. It takes a year or so for you to really look at it and be like, I'm 100%. It's just I just don't get why guys sit around and wait so long to rehab or they come back too early and they're just not the same.
Speaking of that, so let's bring this into it. We haven't really talked about this too much in most of our stuff. Who do you think was the offensive rookie of the year?
Will Campbell.
So I was thinking more offensive as in terms of yardage. We could definitely put Will Campbell in there because he's an O line, he guards.
Will Campbell.
But my thing is, I want to talk about someone who's like contributing as in terms of yardage, touchdowns, who did the most for their team. It wasn't my guy who I was very hyped on, the guy I love to use against you when we were playing college football, Omarion Hampton, who just had a truck stick thing and would just go through everyone. But he had a bad, I don't want to say a bad showing, to be honest with you.
No, listen, Bill Campbell.
Yes, I know. I know you want the O lineman. I'm just saying I would like to
Gotta
see
get
it
me a
out of
lineman
another
in
one.
there, bro. Because if a lineman ain't doing it, he ain't doing nothing right, man.
I think
Listen,
they'll
dude.
jam him because he was out the last 4 games.
Um, hmm.
I think he'll get
I really
jammed.
gotta think about that one, man, because realistically, like,
You know who was a crazy one who I thought was going to win it? I thought it was going to be Mbuka, but he fell the hell off. He fell way off on the back half of the season, like completely just.
if I had to guess,
It's a tough choice. I
I,
mean,
I I don't know who wins it this year.
I do know Campbell's in it according to mock rookie of the offensive
Who
rookie
do
of the
who do
year.
they have as
So
top guys?
down the list,
Because it's not gonna be
they start with
Genty.
believe it or not, which is a very weird take. They start off with Tyler Shook from the Saints, quarterback.
Yeah, no.
Um, I don't think it's him. They have Trayvon Henderson up there. Second half of the season electric, but beginning half they weren't really letting him get
Second
going.
half of the season, yeah, but I mean, I don't think that's enough for him to win Rookie of the Year.
The only one who was, I want to say, consistent in terms of I think staying on the field, I think minus a game,
It's
was
just hard to pick
McMillan.
who's your offensive Rookie of the Year.
Tet McMillan was up there. And Buka, like I said, he was the other one. He did the opposite of Travion. He went, all right, beginning of the season, here I go, here I go, here I go. And then halfway down, just straight drop right off the face of the earth. You got Tyler Warren, who looked good, but I was expecting a bit more touchdown targets out of him, but they didn't want to help him out. Um, you know who's a sneaky one, though? I think he is the rookie this year. They've been talking about him. Harold Finnan Jr. off the Browns. Sneaky good player. I'm expecting next season he's going to take a leap. I'm not going to lie. I think he's going to take a leap if he has a consistent quarterback. But there's only two guards, well, an offensive tackle and guard, Gray Zabel from the Seahawks and Will Campbell from the Patriots.
I mean, McMillan has to be the probably the outright top odds. Um, I don't think Tyler Shaw gets it. Mbuka, if he had stayed on track, he would have got it. Um, RJ Harvey's a guy that probably's up there too. Cam Ward's definitely not. Woody Marks definitely not. And neither Shador. So realistically, it's got to go to either McMillan or Henderson. To be honest,
Let's see. All right. So in terms of like defensive rookie of the year, I'm just gonna tell you the odds so that you can kind of guesstimate. I'll go back to the offensive one in a second to find out the actual odds for that and who it is. But defensive sides from the Cleveland Browns, of course, they're fucking defensive geniuses over there. Carson Schwessinger. I don't know who
no,
that
we know
is.
it's not going to be what's his name from the Giants because he just didn't hit his mark.
Yep, he Abdul Carter did not live up to the hype at all, in my opinion.
No, and he got benched a couple times because of missing practices and shit, missing team bus.
Trying to see what they got here. So the odds are right now very, very slim. Tet McMillan is the favorite by 105.
Yeah, I know.
Literally
I
right
looked at
behind
offensive
him
rookie
is
of the
Tyler
year.
Shuck. Fucking, he's only underdog
Why are you
155.
laughing? Oh, she said the whole thing vibrates when I fart.
Oh, jeez. Man, you're shaking the house over. All right.
Now I'm shaking the thing my computer's on.
But now
Yeah,
here's the other part
I
of the
laughed
football
too.
we'll talk about before we try to change any subjects. But let's talk about who we want to see take some steps forward in terms of teams next year. Who we think needs to
There's a
make
lot
some.
of fire ends. You got Arizona, you got Atlanta,
Don't
you
forget
got
the Raiders just fired their guy. They
you
fired
got
Carroll.
Raiders, you got Cleveland. And the Giants, as we know right now, are all looking for a head coach. Bill Belichick
I
is gonna get a spot this year.
You think so?
Atlanta.
You think so?
Atlanta, buddy.
I don't know. He said he wasn't going anywhere.
Atlanta's gonna call. He's gonna come a knocking. He's gonna come and get that record because he needs to beat Don Shula.
We'll see. It's a bold prediction. We'll put it on the board.
He needs a record. Don Shula, he's gonna break it. He's gonna come back. He's gonna go and he's gonna go to Atlanta. I'm telling that or Cleveland, and there's still unfinished business
What are
for
your
him
thoughts
over
about a
there
hot
in the
take
Giants.
about the Raiders? If he goes to
Raiders?
play under Brady's management.
No, he would never, bro. How are you gonna go work for Brady? You guys had such a bad breakup.
Well, I'll say right now, he wouldn't really be. Brady's technically a consultant. He's only got what, like 3% of the Raiders, 5% or something.
No,
He
he's
really,
he's got a good percentage though.
but like I don't know. I think that that'd be hilarious if that was what happens, and the Raiders like, listen,
Look,
Bill.
they have such a bad fucking history over there in they're not even Oakland Raiders anymore. Out there in Vegas because they fucking go and have coaches for 1 year. Dude, they're still paying like 4 coaches now.
Mm.
They're paying
Well,
Pierce, they're paying um Pete Carroll now. I think they're still paying McDaniels over here. I'm not sure if they're done paying Gruden, but it's just too many guys, man.
I hear that. I mean, it's going to be a merry-go-round. We're going to see a lot of this. I think this will be quicker than the MLB offseason turnaround. I'll play that much. They're going to
For
start
head
hiring
coaches
people.
hiring, oh
Yep.
yeah,
It's going to be
100%.
quick, fast, and in a hurry. I know there's a couple
100%.
college coaches I should have wrote their names down that already said they're not leaving. They do not want to be approached by NFL teams, which is, to me, it's a little crazy. But I mean, I get it too, because if you're comfortable at the college level, then let's say you go up to the NFL and just blow
Notre
it.
Dame is one of them. There's a couple out there, but the biggest one that I hate, talking football and leaving and stuff, of how bad Old Miss and Lane Kiffin's fucking breakup was for him to go to LSU. That's just some bullshit. I'm still not. And Old Miss is moving on to the top 4, bro. It's fucking crazy. You gotta watch college football a lot more, bro.
I do. My problem is there's only really one team I care about, and every time I want to watch them, they're never on the
You need to
right
pick a new
channels.
fucking team, bro.
Dude, I can't. And my
They're never
boys,
gonna get out of the ACC, bro.
I know they're not, but listen,
North Carolina is not gonna do shit.
I've been playing. I'm hoping Bill does leave the Tar Heels because there's a wide receiver in there that I've been playing. I know it's a video game, college football, but he's a speedy little bastard, and I would love, love, love for them to get him.
So
Javarius
you
Green,
love the powder blue, right?
100%. It's my
So
top
why don't you
color.
go be an Old Miss fan?
Because they also red though. They red.
So what? It's a
Red and
little bit
black.
different, bro. It's a
They're
little
red
bit
and
of
black.
different. What? Not they're red and white.
I've seen they have an alternate that's red and black.
They got so many different jersey alternates, bro. Like they're like
I think
Oregon
that's
when
my
it
other
comes
thing. I
to
think
it.
that's why I like they don't have like 90 different jerseys. They have the powder blue, they get the white.
I
That's
love it
it.
when they have alternate different jerseys because
See,
it shows
I
that they
don't
got
because I'm like,
style.
what the fuck? Am I what? Like Oregon, their colors are fucking blinding. I fucking hate Oregon's colors.
Listen, I'm now deeming you an Old Miss fan.
No, no. See, the reason I also don't follow college closely is because I get attached to players and I know they're just gonna leave. And then I gotta find out that they didn't go to a team that they even watch in the NFL. So I gotta be like, I like that guy. Now he's on a crap team. Like anyone who goes to the Browns, I'm watching the Browns. So, I like to invest in the players. That's why I watch the NFL. I can see my players for a little while. I will refuse to buy any more jerseys because every one I've ever gotten has resulted in a trade shortly after. And I did buy Roman Anthony. So Red Sox fans, if anything happens to Roman Anthony, it's my fault. I bought a jersey.
Yeah, you're definitely an Old Miss fan now. I don't give a fuck. I just deemed you it.
I think the only kid coming out of the Carolina up next when he comes up is gonna be Javarius Green. Fast
Yeah,
little guy.
don't worry about it. Just worry about your Old
5'10".
Miss. Your
5'10".
hey, your new favorite teams in the Final Four. They could be in the national championship in a couple
Didn't
weeks.
they just upset the Dogs?
They did just upset the Dogs, bro.
Well, I know why you're happy about that because if
I
Bama's not in it,
fucking hate them, bro.
if Bama's not in it, because Bama got mollywopped.
You know who I hate. Got a fucking big smile over
You gotta
here.
be like, what's his face? Pat McAfee. Go dogs, go dogs.
Roll Tide. No,
Yeah.
not go dog. Shut the fuck up over here. Got her going now.
Go dogs. One of my favorite
All
Pat
I know is that
McAfee clips.
this year though is that we're gonna have somebody new win a national championship that hasn't won it yet.
No, I'm gonna go
Or
play for Ole Miss
at
right now.
least in the new formatted era, because Miami has won it before, but they
So
just
now
won it
here's
when
my
Bill took
lovely
over.
question: Is the transfer portal only open at the end of years and beginning, or can people just enter the transfer portal whenever?
So, transfer portal is at the end of the year, but there's, like, criteria of to when you can transfer because, like, if your head coach leaves, that gives you the right to transfer because you don't know if you're gonna be kept under the new regime. So
Mm-hmm.
but you can transfer, but then they could also stop you and not grant you a full transfer to not play the next year.
Good, because I thought like all of a sudden, you got kids just transferring whenever they want, then the sport becomes just fucking terrible. Because
So
I want to go to the
you
winning
do
team.
have kids that transfer every year, like, there's one quarterback, Tate Martell. He committed to Ohio, he wasn't gonna get no burn. He went somewhere else, and then he ended up at Miami. His playing career was just done. So, yes, you can transfer, but usually you're transferring because you know you're not getting time, your head coach just left, and your school's program's just up in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
But you do got guys that are committed to playing at a school for at least the 3 years, because that's when they could then go on to the NFL.
Excellent. Now, this is a little tidbit of information for me playing and the NCAA college football. This is a
Ole
note that I picked
Miss.
up that I thought was hilarious because he used to be one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league until they got rid of him.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, this is a little tidbit that I found funny because I did have good hope for this quarterback when he was in the NFL. He played for the Patriots. I just found out that the passing record for like single season is held by Bailey Zappi,
Yeah.
which I thought was hilarious.
You
I
didn't know
found
that?
that hilarious. No, I'm like, so the kid was good in college, but we just didn't translate him anywhere in the NFL.
He was under a shitty regime, bro.
And then I think he got picked up by the Chiefs and they cut him. And that was awful. I felt so bad for Bailey Zappi. But because we're approaching the hour mark, let's just shift into a little small topic of Massachusetts knowledge. They're going to revamp the entire
Hold on.
Hampton Beach and Casino area.
That's not even Massachusetts, bro.
I know, but everyone from Massachusetts goes there. So I basically call it a little Massachusetts beach. Everyone goes up there, thinks they're the shit, has a great time, whatever. They have fun up there until the bones are found in the water, as always. But supposedly doing a whole revamp. They're going to knock the whole old casino down. They're going to redo it, make it this huge thing. But then they're going to do what we've been talking about. They're putting these luxury condos at
Affordable housing.
$1.1 million per unit is what they're estimating. And there's going to be like, I think they said about 40. Who in God's name on anywhere in the world, where I'd like to go and spend $1.1 million? I want to go to the Hampton Beach. That's my
Because
vacation
people
spot.
do that, yeah, people do that for their beach homes.
It's Hampton Beach. It's where all the trashy people usually go. Sorry, I said it. Everyone goes, I've been there. I haven't seen a lot of great Class A acts. Sorry. I mean, it's not a place that I associate with luxury at all. I never did. We went up there to see David Spade. Great show. Great show.
Was that at the casino?
I do hope they update that for the shows. I mean, I'll go up there for shows. I've been up there. It's not bad, but
They're
I guess it was
revamping the
falling
whole
apart.
thing.
I guess it was falling apart. Someone was talking about how bad, how messed up the casino was. Like it was being
They
held up
tried
by
to get
like
that
supports,
granted they tried to get that granted, like, a couple of years ago, and it never went through,
which
and then
is
it finally
wild.
passed.
They must have had people pushing against it that probably live in the area that don't want to see it get pushed out for the luxury and
No, I think that they weren't sure of the route they wanted to go, and I think that the route that they wanted to go, people just didn't like it. But now they're gonna get a whole new storefront underneath, so people just like, "Oh, yeah, man, I'm gonna get a new fucking store," so
I think they'll make it. Hopefully, they'll make it nice. I mean, I don't really know what the path is yet. I guess it was a proposal. It's finally agreed upon. Speaking of proposals, they've locked down that stadium in Everett. They finalized that. They got a deal in place. I feel bad for anyone who lives near that area. Your traffic is going to be exponentially worse.
Oh yeah,
Not only do you have the casino, but now you have a
bringing
soccer
bringing
stadium.
the Revs in.
And supposedly, their plan is to build a bridge from that stadium all the way over to the casino so people can walk
Yeah, just so they can
over.
cross the street. Yeah.
However, I feel bad for the casino staff because now they're going to get all the drunken soccer fans when their team loses and, increase fights. And obviously, because drunks
Everett doesn't
and,
care because they get the whole fucking revenue and the taxes that they kick back from the casino. They get the kickback from there. They're supposed to be building that music hall too over there.
yep, but the problem is Everett's also running out of space to put people. That's what
Yeah.
they run out. There's like a mile by a mile city is a fun fact. It's not that big. It's getting jammed up.
Will you shut up and ask me questions after, please?
They were
Yeah,
supposed
ask
to
in the chat.
build
Do it the right way.
they were supposed to build a new high school as well. So that never came to though because they
No,
run out of
they
room.
built a new stadium and it's supposed to go over there.
Yeah, they were talking about building another high school though because they're overpopulated.
They are overpopulated. Two kids
So
are too
they
much.
have like 2,100 or 2,200 kids at Everett High. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Everett's running out of space. I don't know if they're gonna start taking space and start maybe trying to buy people's houses and build up those condos as they probably attempt to do because that's everyone's solution. Oh, let's just add more condos.
I don't know if it's all of the new changes with the mayor, but that was in place under Carlos Di Maria.
Yeah,
But
and he's heading out the door.
yes, sir. But all right, guys, that's what we got for this week. I'm sorry to rush it along. I have to go take a shit.
All right, guys.
We'll
Tune in
catch you
next week.
guys
We'll
next
drop this
week.
one. Check it out on Facebook.
Yep,
It'll be posted
I'm
and
gonna
on
edit this
YouTube.
thing. It's gonna be out there. We're gonna be great. I'm gonna go blow up my bathroom now.
All right,
Catch
guys.
y'all guys next week for another episode of the Bostonian motherfucking thoughts. We are out
Hell yeah.
like swim motherfucking where. Let's go. Ocean.